recording, by the way.
It's recording?
Yeah.
Alright. Thanks for joining us again here on Just Conspiracy, and Merry Christmas. It is Christmas. Is it Christmas today?
Yuppity do. I'm behind the scenes. There's gonna be two cameras. This camera and then this camera. I'm gonna do this is the new camera, by the way. By the way, it's my camera. And I got it for Christmas. Anyways,
hey, do you remember making the videos about Bill Gates back in like May?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean the videos about like how Bill Gates owned everything, even Xbox and stuff?
Yeah, and all the patents to everything, and maybe not Bill Gates, but Microsoft.
Okay, yeah, but doesn't Bill Gates own Microsoft?
Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna put some of those up on this channel because we made it for. What channel did we make it for?
We made it for News Humor, but we didn't have the we don't use that anymore. So now we're using Just Conspiracy, where we conspire. I forgot the rest.
Where we just wish to conspire with other good people of the planet to leave a better world for that generation right there. Mm-hmm. A little man in training than the world we all grew up in. So this will be the same introduction on all of those. So stick around and watch the presentation. We hope y'all enjoy it. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Ah, yeah, where'd you come from? I didn't notice you there. Well, I'm sure you didn't click on this video just to listen to me read some scripture, so... Are you here for the news?
Yeah!
Okay. Well, I don't know how funny it'll be this time, but if it doesn't make you laugh, it'll make you cry. We'll try to be as entertaining about this as we possibly can be. Talk to you soon. COVID-19 predictive contagion model. This headline is a little tricky when you first read it, and I believe this is what other people kind of call fake news. When we come down here, this is taken after Dr. Batar's Facebook page, and it says, in stunning turn of events, the U.S. Surgeon General Jerome Adams has effectively dumped the Bill Gates CDC WHO predictive contagion model and is now working with the real data. And at first glance, 90% of people are just going to see that dumps Bill Gates, CDC, and WHO. I've had 3 people contact me this week and talk about this one particular article. And personally, I believe it does a huge disservice because we all know that those conspiracy theorists are just crazy and wacky and nobody listens to them. It does a big disservice when you push an article or a headline that other people are going to judge you for. That's not the best way to change their mind. Let's just do a quick Google search and see if we can find something that actually makes sense and everybody might be able to agree upon. Would y'all like to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if I found any good information, but I found about the best information that you can find with Google on Bill Gates talking about conspiracy theories, and this is factcheck.org. We are checking facts here. The main premise of this is that Bill Gates is not plotting against people with using COVID-19 testing to track them with microchips and eventually vaccinate them. And we know this because Fact Check is they're telling us, and Google wouldn't be biased because, well, that's just insane. Here's the full story. Those endeavors are now fueling a conspiracy theory that falsely claims Bill Gates has plans to use the eventual vaccine to track people. The following day, a website called biohackinfo.com posted a story with the headline, "Bill Gates will use microchip implants to fight coronavirus." It has been shared more than 13,000 times on Facebook. According to the data from CrowdTangle, and a YouTube video based on the story has been viewed more than 1.8 million times.
Wow.
The story cited Gates' answer in the forum and then declared the digital certificates. Gates was referring to our human implantable quantum dot tattoos. First, digital certificates are used to send encrypted information over the internet, as in the common case of electronic signatures, which are used to verify identity. They were officially defined by what is now called the Telecommunications Standardization Sector in 1988 and have always been virtual, not physical. Okay, yes, of course, the digital ID is not physical, but obviously, the quantum dot is. What's going on in your body? What is your ID if it's not something physical? Right now we have little plastic cards that identify who the state believes we are. The second part of the claim, it tested an invisible dye that could last up to 5 years and be read with a specially adapted smartphone. Isn't it so interesting that to get rid of COVID-19 that could kill you, they're kind of planning on giving you dye? I mean, that just seems weird to me. Mm-hmm. And it was just Easter the other week. And now that it's talking about dyeing your skin, I've always wondered this. The egg represents fertility in life. And Easter is all about Jesus coming back to life after 3 days of being in the grave. So how come the night before Easter, we all sit around the kitchen and put dye on the eggs? We're dyeing the eggs that are supposed to represent life. Never made sense to me. About as much sense as using dye for a COVID virus. Kevin McHugh, a bioengineering professor at Rice University who worked on the study, told us by email that the ink couldn't be used as a tracking device. Well, I'm really glad that Kevin Hugh, wrote them this email. That's very nice of them. So here's one of their good confirmation sources. And then it's also quoting him as saying that these markings were made for vaccination records only, and they really aren't designed to track people's movements. And they can't work out of line of sight and about a foot away. And then they emailed the Gates Foundation just to confirm the answer that this doesn't have anything to do with tracking people and is unrelated to any measures to COVID-19 vaccines. So this can be added to the heap of bogus conspiracy theories about microchip tracking and Bill Gates. I'm so glad that factcheck.org could factually tell us these things. What I really love about this is that they asked the bioengineer from Rice University in an email. They asked the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They also used one of their own articles from factcheck.org to verify their story and their claim that this has absolutely no merit. Well, I am so glad factcheck.org has provided us with so much information. Let's see what else we can find. Invisible ink could reveal whether kids have been vaccinated or not. This seems kind of interesting. Let's take a look at what's in here. So right here it says the work was funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and came about of a direct request from Microsoft founder and philanthropist Bill Gates himself. It also says that the research was conducted at MIT by Robert Lang, and I don't believe that was the professor that they wrote to and had that email sent back to them to verify their part of the story. Because he was definitely at Rice University, not MIT. I don't know about you, but I've never heard of Rice University. Look here. I found another article. It's titled, "These Temporary Electronic Tattoos could redefine wearables. Let's see where this article's going to go. And just by the way, all of the links will be posted in the description below. Okay, this is interesting. It says CMU researchers have created a durable, flexible electronic temporary tattoo that could be used for all kinds of things. What is CMU? Because I'm pretty sure it's not Rice University, and I definitely know it's not MIT. Maybe we can figure it out. We were reporting a new way of creating electronic tattoos, said CMU's Carmel in a video from the university. Look here. Carnegie Mellon University. Engage with CMU. That looks like the place that developed the electronic tattoo for Bill Gates. Let's see what else this says. Surprise, surprise. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation builds Carnegie Mellon's home for computer science. And my guess is that the computer science building is probably where electronic tattoos are developed. Maybe. Carnegie Mellon University, Gates Center for Computer Science. Here is smart tattoos that Microsoft is advertising straight on their website. And this was made in August of 2018. Yeah, they can't be close to developing any of this stuff. Anyways, that was really telling about factcheck.org. Well, I don't know if the individual from Rice University was lying or not. It is very plausible that he has no clue what's going on, if there's anything going on at all. The professor that they mentioned in their fact check, I didn't see him or that university on any of the other things I brought up publicly from the internet. So maybe that guy's not lying. Maybe he just doesn't know. And it definitely appears that Bill Gates is coming up with multiple forms of the same technology.
Daddy.
Yes, Jacob?
Why did Bill Gates, put millions of dollars into the 3 projects?
Into the 3 same projects?
Into the 3 same projects.
I don't know, but my only guess is because the government went after him for having a monopoly back in the 1990s, and he had to loan Steve Jobs millions of dollars.
What, you mean? Wow.
Yeah, you know Apple products?
Yeah, like
He kept that company alive by loaning them millions of dollars just so that the federal government would get off his back.
For real?
For real.
Wow.
Hey, Jacob.
Yeah?
Would you do me a favor?
Yeah?
Would you grab the book that I was reading before?
Yeah. This has over 1,000 pages.
Oh yeah, that's a big book, huh?
Over 1,000.
On the east, 3 gates. On the north, 3 gates. On the south, 3 gates. And on the west, 3 gates. Well, did you enjoy that, buddy? Did we have a good day?
Yeah.
We would go get some exercise except it's training, huh?
Yeah. Leave a like, subscribe, click that bell, never miss another video, and share the video because
YouTube's algorithms won't do it for us. You're our only hope. And if they start deleting this off of YouTube, then you know something's up. We're going to leave 2 comments as soon as we upload this video. One will be called Jacob, and the other will be called Helper or Little Helper.
The helper.
The Helper. And you, the audience, gets to vote on which one you wish for this wonderful little man in training to be named for this video series.
Yep.
And we would really appreciate everyone's participation. Dr. Vitar, I am truly sorry about making this video and kind of calling you out. It's not something that I enjoy doing. I just personally believe that we have to try our hardest to get along, even with the people that we don't like the most or we don't agree with their views the most, because we have a common problem. And I'm not here for a popularity contest. I'm here to make sure this little man in training has rights when he's my age. Thank you. I'm sorry, you guys. Alright, it's still Christmas. I'm in my pajamas because I just wanted to relax. But I was video editing and I came across CBS News, I believe, where Fauci's talking to him about getting his vaccine shot. And he got his vaccine shot in his left arm. But when he's talking to him, he's like, but my arm just hurt a little bit in the morning. You gotta check this out. I couldn't believe it. Peace.
It was so funny.
I thought you didn't want to be part of it.
Anyways, it was so funny. Check it out. Hilarious. Bye.
I have a little bit of a sore arm. After the vaccination, it was about maybe 6 to 8 hours. I felt absolutely nothing. And then towards the late afternoon, I started to get soreness in the arm. This is very typical of vaccinations. The same thing happened with other non-COVID vaccines that I've had over the years. I felt a little bit achy, but nothing to be bothering or distracting me. Went to bed last night, had a good night's sleep. Woke up this morning. The only thing I have is just a little bit of a soreness in the arm. Otherwise, I'm doing really well. I have is just a little bit of a soreness in the arm.